Timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
He finds his man complete. That's Brown. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Flushed out right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this. NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL Football. Super Bowl 56.
After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Herbert back to the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's got his tight end Fant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. It's caught, Lockett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flushed out right. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Two minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Herbert's throw into the hands of Lockett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Josh Jacobs. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. On first down, Justin Herbert. He lets it fly for Lockett. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Grant Delpit. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
On 2nd and 1, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to them. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Back to throw. Herbert, and the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
7 yards, the pickup there. From the 24, Herbert escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on it.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Herbert. Able to connect with Jacobs. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert going to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Herbert.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share.
The Vikings are now on the clock. Now we turn to the Eagles. They're on the clock. All right, now on the clock, the Texans. The Saints are now on the clock. On the clock now, the Jaguars. And the Eagles on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go. Okay, the Browns on the clock now. The Cardinals are now on the clock. Washington is now on the clock. And now we turn to the Jets. It's their selection. All right, it's the Eagles now on the clock. Okay, it's the Lions now on the clock. The Giants are on the clock now. Okay, the Steelers on the clock now. On the clock now, it's the Falcons. On the clock now, it's the Buccaneers. All right, next up, the Jets are on the clock. The Raiders now on the clock. Okay, next up, it's the Packers on the clock. All right, the Ravens are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Broncos, and time is ticking. Okay, it's the Cowboys now on the clock. On the clock now, the Chiefs. The Jets now on the clock. And the Giants now on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? On the clock now, it's the Titans. Now the Dolphins are on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? On the clock now, it's the Patriots. Okay, the Ravens are on the clock now. All right, it's the Panthers now on the clock. It's the Lions now on the clock. All right, on the clock now, the Bills. All right, it's now the Vikings' turn. They're up. Okay, the Eagles on the clock now. And the Texans now on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? The Saints are on the clock now. What direction will they go? Okay, the Jaguars are now on the clock. The Dolphins now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. And now on the clock, it's the Cardinals. All right, next up, the football team on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Jets now on the clock. Okay, here we go. The Vikings on the clock now. The Lions on the clock now. What direction will they go? On the clock now, it's the Giants, and time is ticking. The Steelers are now on the clock. Okay, it's the Falcons now on the clock. The Bucks on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on. And now we turn to the Bengals. It's their selection. The Raiders on the clock now. What direction will they go? All right, the Packers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. Now the Broncos are on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? All right, on the clock now, the Cowboys. The Bears are up now. Let's see what direction they go. All right, next up, the Patriots are on the clock. The Jets now on the clock. Let's see what they do. The Vikings are on the clock now. What direction will they go? It's the Saints now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. Okay, the Giants up now. They're on the clock. All right, next up, the Bengals are on the clock. The Broncos are on the clock now. All right, the Chiefs are now on the clock. The Titans now on the clock. And the Chargers now on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? And now on the clock, it's the Vikings. All right, on the clock now, the Saints. Now we turn to the Browns. They're on the clock. All right, now on the clock, the Chargers. All right, now on the clock, the Giants. All right, the Broncos are now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Packers, and time is ticking. The Chiefs on the clock now. The Giants are on the clock now. Okay, it's the Patriots on the clock now. On the clock now, it's the Texans, and time is ticking. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Jaguars are up now. Let's see what direction they go in. Now we turn to the Eagles. They're on the clock. All right, on the clock now, the Lions. The Falcons on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on. Now the Packers are on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? On the clock now, the Ravens. All right, next up, the Titans are on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Chargers, and time is ticking. The Vikings are now on the clock. Okay, it's the Saints now on the clock. And the Browns on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go in. And now we turn to the Jets. It's their selection. And the Giants now on the clock. Who do they have their eye on? The Bengals now on the clock. Let's see what they do. Okay, the Chiefs are on the clock now. All right, it's now the Vikings' turn. They're up. The Titans on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on. Now we turn to the Panthers. They're on the clock. The Chiefs are up now. Let's see what direction they go. The Saints are now on the clock. The Lions on the clock now. All right, it's the Steelers now on the clock. On the clock now, it's the Giants, and time is ticking. Okay, here we go. The Bengals now on the clock. Okay, next up, it's the Broncos on the clock. Okay, the Texans up now. They're on the clock. The Patriots on the clock right now. Let's see who they have their eye on. The Bills on the clock now. What direction will they go?
today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Herbert on first down now. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Again, Herbert. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic. Touchdown, Rams! Noah Fant, 46 yards. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down. It's Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Jacobs, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 10-yard touchdown run. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On first down, Herbert. And this is caught. It's Brown. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Josh Jacobs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And getting this just shy of midfield. They spotted at the 49.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Herbert. It's complete to Brown, right side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, They don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He hits his target. Lockett. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 45 yards. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Los Angeles, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers.
today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. On 1st and 10, Herbert got a man, it's Brown. The numbers for Brown from a week ago, 5 catches, 108 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And Week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
2nd down and 3.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this 1st quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Herbert flush to his right.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Jacobs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
40 yards on the ground for him so far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. His pass caught at the 4.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The first down and more for Jacobs. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now it's Herbert. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Second and 20.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
On third down, here's a run by Akers.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Down.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Running it with Jacobs. And shedding a man at the 40. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Just... Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This will be caught. Judy. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They run it with Jacobs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 32. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jacobs now. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 3. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Jacobs. Wow, 213 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? One more time with Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Josh Jacobs. Fine work there on the touchdown run. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that,